Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing this fun ultraviolet 2018 color of the year look. If y'all want to see that, then keep on watching. Alrighty, and to start, I am taking my Professionals Pearl Primer. Just taking a little bit of that. And I am just taking the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation in Warm Nude. Taking a little bit of that. For me, I like to use a pump and a half. And taking our beauty sponge, we are just going to blend that. And when that is all blended out, then it is time for our concealer. Taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral. I love this concealer. It is very full coverage and it comes in such a wide range of shades. Just want to dot a little bit under the eyes and any blemishes to conceal. We are just going to blend that right out with our Eco Tools Airbrush Concealer brush. Alrighty, the next step is to set, so I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, in which I love. I've tried a few setting powders here and there. I've tried the Too Faced Peach Perfect, e.l.f., this one, but so far I really like this one the best. It just seems to give the right amount without being too cakey or off color or changing the color of your face. So just pouring a little bit of that into the lid and just taking this little tool with the sponge on top. And we are going to bake our under eye and nose. And we are simply setting the rest of our face with the powder puff. Once again, with setting powder, you don't want to let it settle on top, but more of blend in with the makeup. Alrighty, and for our brows, I'm taking the Makeup Academy Professional Brow Pencil in Highlighter. And this is really good, guys. It's like $12, and it's just a really good brow product. So, of course, we are lining the bottom of our brows first to give us more of an outline and a shape of where we want to fill. And then the top, once again, closing in that shape. And then filling. And just taking a little brow brush and comb. Taking the brush side, you just want to lightly brush your eyebrows to make sure you get rid of any excess powder, and it helps give it a little bit more of that natural look. And just taking a fluffy facial brush, we are simply going to dust off the excess powder. And just taking my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, we are simply going to contour the base. And just taking our brightening powder, I'm using the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in the shade Dulce de Leche, and taking that lighter shade. And it really helps to put that down here and to really blend that to help really strengthen your contour. Just taking an angled brush and going in and contouring our nose. And now for highlighter, I have really been loving my Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. It is beautiful, guys. I love this. It is so worth it. As you can see, just one swipe and you can already see it. Alrighty, so we are going to move on to the eyes. And of course, you always want to add eye primer, because if you don't, then your shadow tends to crease, it doesn't stay as well, so it is really best to use an eye primer. And if you do not have an eye primer, the next best thing is to use a concealer. And a little bit does go a long way. So taking my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, I am taking the shade Cashew Chew and applying that all over my lid to set that. Going in now with the shade above it, Almond Truffle. Applying that in our crease. Taking the shade now, Mocha. Once again, putting that in the crease and blending that in with Almond Truffle. And on a more defined brush, I am taking the shade Bordeaux, working that lower and going only about halfway in. As you can see, this is a very warm crease. And I'm going in with this purple shade here, Black Currant. I love it so much. It is such a pretty purple. And since we are doing a color of the year, Ultraviolet, it really has that beautiful shimmer to it. So we are putting that just a little bit on the outer corner. And I'm simply taking a flat brush and my concealer. So what you want to do is you just want to take a little bit, run it along the lash line, and then fill up. And then we are just cutting our crease right here. So when you get to the crease, just stop. And you also want to leave out that corner that we just did, because that helps it blend still. Now we are taking our Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, and we are going in with the shade Metalhead. And as you can see, that is a lovely, lovely ultraviolet shade. I am so happy ultraviolet is this year's color, because purple is my favorite color. Little fun fact. Comment down below, guys, what your favorite color is. I might do a makeup tutorial on that color. That is simply gorgeous. Going in with our smudging brush, we are simply taking the shade Metalhead again and running that on our lower lash line. Taking now my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner. Alrighty, so I've curled my lashes off camera. I am now taking my L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner in black to tightline our eyes. And for our top mascara, I am taking the Monsieur Big. Now, I find it best when you look down to do your mascara, because if you look straight, then the brush tends to hit your eyeshadow and it messes up all our beautiful work that we've done. So I find if you look down, it doesn't touch the eyeshadow. And for our bottom mascara, I am taking the Roller Lash by Benefit. Now going back in with our Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I am taking the shade Satin Sheets, and we are going to put that in our inner tear duct. And then taking this shade Divinity, I am going to use that to highlight my brows. Taking now on a large fluffy facial brush, I am taking my Peach Blur blurring powder, and we are going to apply that all over the face. Taking now my Tarte Lip Lingerie in the shade Envy. I wanted something kind of natural since we already have a lot going up and a lot of color already on our eyes, but this is a very nice pink with a hint of purple. And there we go, taking my Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to check out the awesome social media shout out down below. My social media links are down there as well. Love you guys. Bye!